2:59 left in the third. Continuous clock here.
Yeah, and it's almost like shell shock. You don't know what hit you. I mean, because it just right like that, 6 points. And if you're not a ball handler, you didn't even realize that you really even had the ball because they've been such quick steals in the front court.
Joey Martinez checks into the Muskie line, and now Joey brings it over half court, swings it for Zek. Zek now over for Mulder. Central had backed the press off there. And there's a turnover on the Muskies in the half court. And unofficially, folks, I've got him for 22. Porter walks it up for the Muskies. 6.5 to play in the third. 56-12 Central. Pegas out high for Porter. Porter to the elbow to English. And now to Phillips. He drives. Shot on the way, no good. Rebound slapped around and picked up by Noah Jan. Here come the Muskies. Jan ahead for Mulder. Mulder drives the lane, lays it up and in. Gabe Mulder with his second basket, and he has 4. Actually, that's Gabe's first. I thought he had another basket. Porter on the right wing. 56-14 Blue Devils. There's a 3 out of the corner. Good by English. And it's 59-14, their biggest lead now, 45. There's another steal by Miller. Down the floor comes Central. English in the lane. Gets it for Pegas. Shot on the way good. 61-14 with 5:34 to play in the third. Diekman set to check in for the Muskies, and Wallace set to check in for the Blue Devils. There's the nice backdoor cut. Cooper Zek lays it in. Good action in the Muskies half court there. 61-16 Blue Devils. There's Miller. Miller travels. So it looks like Rogers, Hayes, and Wallace check in. Pegas probably done for the night. Porter and English all check out. 5 minutes and ticking as the clock is continuous, and Central leads the Muskies 61-16. Martinez for Jan. Jan out high. Central is backed off into just a half-court man now. There's Jan driving baseline, shot on the way, no. Diekman with a strong rebound, lays it up, no. And the rebound cleared by Phillips. Phillips in the backcourt, pressured by Jan. Muskies run a double at him now. They get it to Miller. Miller splits it, runner on the way, no. And a foul, offensive foul on John Miller.
Good job by Joey Martinez to take that charge. Good defense there for the Muskies. First National Bank of Muscatine bringing you Muskie basketball along with affordable metal manufacturing.
Third foul on Miller and a first on Central here in the second half. Diekman to Mulder. Mulder picks his dribble up now. He gets it to Martinez. Martinez drives the lane, loses it out of bounds. It's going to be turnover Muskies. It'll be Central ball. Miller now, just a sophomore, Joel, an impressive player he's going to be. There's good defense, but they're going to call a foul on Joey Martinez. That'll be Joey's third and the first on the Muskies. Victor Howard has checked in, a 6-foot senior, his first action of the night for Central. They get it to Hayes. Hayes swings it over to Wallace. Wallace drives baseline. Bounces it for Miller. He'll step into a 3 short. Rebound Mulder, and here come the Muskies. Gabe into the front court for Tyree Williams. Back to Diekman. Now a corner 3 by Jan. No good. Rebound Diekman. Josh up. No. Rebound again. Diekman. No. Gets his own again, but a foul on Howard. Good effort by Josh on the glass.
Yeah, good job doing some rebounds for Diekman.
Diekman's free throw on the way. No, Josh misses the first. Layman Miller checks at a 5'9" senior. (61-16). Diekman's second, no, misses a pair, and there's a foul. It's going to go on Central. because the clock should be running, and I'm not sure why it isn't.
I think on fouls and free throws, I just heard.
Not on, just on free throws, I believe, but
I'm not going to get an argument
it's
with Mr.
running
Hagee
now.
about
Yeah,
it.
no, I'm not. No, I would never do that.
He's forgotten more about the rules than I've probably ever known.
Muskie's get it under their own basket, and now it's Jan. There's a ball on the floor, and it's going to go to the Muskies. Mulder looking to get it in. 2.5 to play in the third. They feed Diekman under the basket. Josh powers it up. No good rebound. Howard. And here come the Blue Devils. Victor Howard into the front court, guarded by Williams. He loses it. Tyree Williams with the steal. Down the floor. Williams shot blocked by Howard. And a foul on Victor Howard. So Tyree will go to the line to shoot 2.
Good defense there from Tyree.
Tyree Williams, 33% of the season from the stripe. 2:10 left in the third, and that stops the clock again now, 61-16. Tyree's first free throw on the way good. Williams with one more. And it's good. Tyree with 4 along with Diekman to lead the Muskies. 61-18. There's Rogers in the front court for Wallace. Wallace baseline back out for Howard. Now it's to Rogers. There's Hayes, 3 left wing. No good rebound, Jan. And here come the Muskies. Noah Jan in the front court. He loses it. Picked up by Rogers. Down the floor he goes. Lays it up and in. He's a sophomore, good-looking player, Nazir Rogers. Briggs Miller set to check. A nice backdoor cut to Diekman, and the shot, no, but it was actually lost it out of bounds, Muskie ball. Briggs Miller now checks in for Noah Jan. Briggs is a 6'1" junior. Mulder looking to get it in. Out front, stolen away by Hayes. Down the floor he goes, lays it up and in. 65-18 Central. 1 minute to play in the third. Cross court for Mulder. Mulder left wing. He goes baseline. He finds Tyree Williams. Shot on the way, no good. Rebound on the floor. Slapped around, picked up by Martinez. Joey in the corner feeds Williams. Williams on the block. He spins in the lane. Out for Briggs Miller. And now back to Joey Martinez. 65-18. Diekman has it out high to Briggs Miller. Now to Mulder. Mulder back to Miller. They feed the post to Williams. Diekman, long 3. Good, Josh Diekman. Diekman leads the Muskies with 7, and it's 65-21.
Nice
Rogers.
shot there for Josh.
For Howard, clock at 10. Central going to get the last shot of the quarter. Howard goes baseline, loses it out of bounds. And we've played 3 quarters. It's Central 65 and the Muskies 21. We're stepping away for 60. You're listening to Muskie Boys Basketball on KWPC, 860 AM and 95.1 FM.
Hi, this is Maxine Mendoza from the all-new Burrito Factory on Park Avenue in Muscatine.
Come see how they press their tortillas fresh to order. Pick your ingredients and watch them prepare your creation right before your eyes. Try their new wet burrito today. They pack it with tasty chicken, pork, or steak with fresh salsa and guacamole, wrap it together, and smother it with warm queso. It's a Burrito Factory favorite made right before your eyes. Their ingredients are made fresh each day for you.
Come see the new Burrito Factory on Park Avenue in Muscatine. Like us on Facebook.
Protect your home with Bosch Pest Control. Bed bugs, Asian beetles, spiders, fleas, crickets, termites, moles, and more. Bosch Pest Control uses cutting-edge technology Protect your home from these annoying pests. Bosch Pest Control is always training their technicians, so they'll be able to provide you with the best service and protection. Bosch Pest Control, across from Harper's on Grandview Avenue, South Muscatine. Don't squash them, Bosch them.
We're back at Muscatine High School, 3 quarters in the books. And it's 65-21 Davenport Central. It's been all Blue Devils. Their top 10 ranking coming into this one, and very impressive. Some new players in also for Central. Number 15, Javari Terrell, is in the game, along with number 32, Dejan Greer. There's a shot, no good. Greer comes out of there with a rebound, and he brings it over half court for Central. Over to Howard, now in the corner for Hayes. Hayes at the wing. He spins it on Martinez, but he goes to the floor. He loses it. The ball slapped out of bounds by Terrell. Mulder, Martinez, Diekman, Williams, and Briggs for the Muskies. Central starters left long ago. Martinez drives the lane. There's a ball almost stolen, but picked up. Now he flips it over and slapped out of bounds. And Joel, they've got their last 5 guys in, and they're very active with their hands too. They're all over the place.
Just goes to show you that that's the culture there. That's what you do. It's in the Central basketball program.
There's a ball thrown inside to Williams. Shot no good, and Tyree will go to the line to shoot 2. And the foul is going to be on Dejan Greer, his first, and the 5th on Central.
He was a nice football player for them, wasn't he?
I believe so,
that
yes.
name sounded familiar.
Got a football body.
Yeah.
Tyree Williams misses the first. Tyree with 4. Diekman leads the Muskies with 7 tonight. Tyree's second free throw on the way, no good, misses a pair. And a rebound cleared. Strong rebound by Terrell. There's Hayes. He swings it across. Greer for 3. Long, no good, rebound Hayes. Hayes gets it, no look pass to Greer. Greer pump fake shot, no. Rebound to Miller. And now it's back to Howard. There's a 3 again by Greer, no good. Martinez runs it down, and it's stolen away by Howard. Drives the lane, shot no good. Rebound run down for the Muskies by Diekman, and here come the Muskies. Thomas and Brown set to check into the Muskie lineup. Diekman over to Martinez. Martinez for Mulder. He steps into a 3. No good, rebound slapped around and cleared by Hayes. Hayes down the floor. Hesitation dribble. Shot on the way good. 67-21.
It's a nice finish by Hayes there. Community Bank and Trust bringing you Muskie basketball.
There's a layup, no good by Williams, but good hustle by Briggs Miller to get the rebound. Cross to Diekman. Josh swings it into Williams. He misses, kicks it back to Mulder. He tries to save it, but it's out of bounds. Turnover Muskies. It'll be Central basketball.
Rivo Plumbing and Bosch Pest Control.
Mulder and Williams check out. Brown and Thomas check in for the Muskies. There's a pass in. Josh Diekman lays it in on the inbounds. Nice play. And it's 67-23. Diekman now with 9. Miller in the front court for the Blue Devils. Over for Ralph Hayes. Hayes back to Greer. Greer spin move at the elbow. Now it's to Howard. He drives baseline, lays it up and in. No basket. Offensive foul. There's a tough take by Joey Martinez.
Good job stepping in there, taking the charge.
You know, Joel, that does take a lot of pride. You're down 44
Yep.
on a continuous clock game, and you know you're going to get hammered, and he stood in there and took it. That's not giving up. There's Brown out top. Bounces it for Diekman. Diekman tries to feed Thomas, and Thomas in the lane. Shot on the way. No. Rebound cleared, but a foul on Jake Thomas. That'll be his first and the second on the Muskies.
Well, I hope that this time, tomorrow night, I'm as excited as these Central fans are, because that will have meant that the Morningside Mustangs have won the NAIA National Championship.
How many will that be?
0. That'll be the first one.
Oh, it is the first one.
Yeah, they've won 9 straight conference championships, but they've had an elusive national title.
Hayes for 3, no good. Rebound inside, and Hayes goes back to the rim. Shot up, no good. Braden Seaman is checked into the Muskie lineup.
But there is a Mississippi Athletic Conference tie to that game. Head coach Steve Ryan is a Eldridge, Iowa native and a North Scott High School. He will tell you he graduated when it was the Big 8 still, but
Brady McDaniel's checked into the Muskie lineup too. There's Rogers out high. He flips it to Miller for 3. Shot, no good. Rebound, McDaniel. And here come the Muskies. So it's Briggs, Miller, McDaniel, Thomas, Sean Brown, and Seaman for the Muskies. There's Brown baseline. Brown picks his dribble up. Now he bounces it inside for Thomas. Back to Briggs, Miller. Miller loses it out of bounds, but it'll be Muskie ball. Continuous clock here. 3 minutes left. Stay tuned after the game. We'll name our CBI Bank and Trust Player of the Game, and Joel will name our Buffalo Wild Wings Defensive Player of the Game. There's a shot on the way by McDaniel, no good. Rebound, Sean Brown. Out to Briggs Miller. Briggs dribbles to his right. He kicks it back. Inside, shot on the way, no good by Seaman. Rebound, Thomas, shot up, no. And he's fouled inside, I believe, by Howard. And we'll have the non-emergency transport post-game show.
And, great time of year if you're not wanting to get out on some of the the roads for transportation reasons. Those folks at non-emergency will take care of you. Took me to the airport in October. Really good service to have there locally in Muscatine.
That was when you were going to Minnesota, Iowa.
Yeah, I went to the Iowa-Minnesota game, yep.
You probably had a Bloody Mary and sunglasses on in the limo ride.
I don't like Bloody Marys, Brian. But I was on the ground by 8:30.
Thomas misses a pair from the stripe. Brown with a rebound, and there's a ball on the floor, and Central comes out of there with it. And now we've got a foul in the backcourt. And it's going to be on Sean Brown. The second on Sean and the third on the Muskies. That's actually Sean's third. Miller brings it over half court for the Blue Devils. For Greer. There's a nice backdoor pass from Terrell to Greer. But it's slapped out of bounds. It'll be Blue Devil ball. 67-23 Central. There's a pass, and Central throws it away. Turnover, Blue Devils.
And you can see this young, inexperienced team has some athletes. Sean Brown coming in. Brady McDaniel, 6'4", 6'5" kid coming off the bench. Jake Thomas, 6'4". There's some developmental players on this Muscatine team that could really turn into something.
Briggs, shot up, good. Briggs Miller knocks one down. 67-25. Briggs gets in the scoring column. Out front is Rogers now. He's playing with his group. He doesn't even look to shoot. There's Howard in the travel. Turnover, Blue Devils.
Briggs comes from a long line of good scorers in the family. The nephew of Josh Miller, second all-time scorer in school history.
There's a pass on the block to Thomas. Clock at 50. And there's a ball slapped away and recovered by Howard down the floor. And we've got a foul, and I believe it's going to be on Brady McDaniel.
Yeah, Brady's a hard effort guy. He goes one speed all the time.
Be the first on Brady, the fourth on the Muskies. Rogers out front. Central's going to pull this out and dribble the clock out. Rogers holds it above his head. Briggs Miller runs at him, and it should do it. Central just trying to run the clock out. Folks, that's the ball game. Final score from Muscatine. Davenport Central 67 and the Muscatine Muskies 25. We're going to take a 2-minute timeout. We'll be back with a non-emergency transport post-game show. You're listening to Muskie Boys Basketball on KWPC 860 AM and 95.1 FM.
Known for their honest and friendly service, Trucks Unlimited of Muscatine is a family-owned business where your vehicle is in reliable and capable hands. Truckers can have their trucks inspected to meet DOT requirements, and RVs can be serviced, and camping supplies are also offered. Schedule an appointment to get your air conditioning checked for your truck, big rig, or motorhome. Come in and visit Bridget and Marty Mills, owners of Trucks Unlimited, located on the corner of Mittman and Highway 61.
Visit Harper Cycling and Fitness, where you will discover the world's best bikes for road, mountain climbing, or city cycling. Stop in and ride away on a new Trek or electric bicycle, professionally assembled and adjusted for you riding around town or across the state. Harper Cycling and Fitness has an agenda to make the world a happier, healthier place by getting more people on bikes more often. Harper Cycling and Fitness in Muscatine is your bicycle headquarters. When you think bikes, think Harper's. Harper Cycling and Fitness is a proud supporter of Muskie Athletics. Go Muskies!
Friday, Thursday is coming for you. You've been the best day of the week for far too long. But now every Thursday, Buffalo Wild Wings sells boneless wings at a discounted price. That's right, Friday. Thursday's looking real confident. And it's not afraid to use partial priced wings to be the big man on the calendar. Boneless Thursdays. We do it for you. Buffalo Wild Wings. Wings, beer, sports.
Prices and participation vary. See participating locations for details. Void where prohibited.
Bank is proud to sponsor the On the Money program at Muscatine High School. When the volleyball, swim, basketball, and baseball teams score big, they earn money for the Muskie Boosters. Since 1997, their hard work has earned over $55,000 in donations from First National Bank. We are also proud to sponsor the Muskie Football Red Zone. Can't make it to the game? Don't miss a minute of the excitement. Tune into AM 860 or FM 95.1 to hear the games broadcast live. Go Muskies. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
3-0 in the MAC. The Muskies just the opposite, 0-5 and 0-3 in the MAC. And Central left no doubt. From the opening tip, they jumped on the Muskies, got out in front 8-zip, and a stretcher lead to 18-4. Biggest lead of the first quarter was 29-6, and they closed out quarter number one, leading the Muskies 29-8. They stepped on the gas even more in the second quarter and built big leads of 30 and 31 and eventually 36 at the half. They led the Muskies 48-12 at halftime, thus starting the second half with a continuous clock, and they didn't let up there. They opened up with an 8-0 run. Muscatine called a timeout to start the third quarter, and it got up to 59-14, a 45-point bulge, and Coach Werdinger called the dogs off and really cleared his bench after that, and Central cruised to a win. They led 65-21 after three, and closed it out with a 67-25 win over the Muskies. Unofficially, I had the Muskies with 29 turnovers. We talked in pregame. That would be the key stat of the game. I may be off a couple, but folks, it was their average coming into this was 22, and it was north of 22. Yep. So it was a rough night for the Muskies handling the basketball, and Central definitely a bona fide top 10 team. They're going to have competition in the MAC as North Scott and Bettendorf were in overtime last I knew, and those two teams with Central are really probably the class of the MAC this season. Don't want to rule out PV. They're always solid. But, Joel, you saw an excellent team tonight, and you saw where the Muskies really need to go if they want to improve this year.
Yeah, and I don't know how much of it is what Muscatine is or how much of what we saw tonight is what actually Davenport Central is. I really feel like what we saw was a team that is ramping up to be a real factor in what goes on the eastern side of the state and what may happen in Des Moines come late February, early March.
Really impressive basketball team. They were led tonight by their fine senior, Keyshawn Pegas, with 27 points. John Miller, a 5'10 sophomore starter, chipped in 12. Caden Phillips only 6, but he played a great floor game. And Ralph Hayes off the bench with 7. The Muskies were led by Josh Diekman with 9, and I assume your CBI player of the game, Joel, but you can say that. And Tyree Williams, 4 points for the Muskies.
Yeah, your assumptions are correct. Josh Diekman is our CBI Bank and Trust player of the game, leading the way with the 9 points, but also I had him for 9 rebounds as well. Almost had a double-double tonight. And just a young man who is growing before our eyes. He's stepped back, hit a nice 3 tonight, had a big dunk. And like I said, it was a factor on the glass for the Muskies, and comes off the bench. Not yet a starter for the team, but you can see the real potential and upside in his game.
Folks, basketball season is here, and we're not going away. We'll be here again Tuesday night as the girls host Bettendorf, and next Friday as the boys host Burlington. And just want to thank you guys for listening and thank you for watching as Muskie basketball is special to us. Muskie's lost a tough one tonight to an outstanding basketball team, and we'll see how they regroup from there. Tough one tonight. I want to thank Tim Scott in studio, Chris Anderson, Jordan Davis, and the great film crew who's on site. I'm Brian Musell with Coach Croshaw. We're signing off from Muscatine High School. The Muskies lose 67-25 to Davenport Central. Thank you for listening to Muskie basketball on KWPC 860 AM and 95.1 FM.